Welcome back to the video series for the SAScon 2026 VCheese tournament. If you haven't watched the intro video for this tournament, I recommend checking it out. My army is Quahan with 4 squads of spiders, Rise of the Valkyrie Raylan, and Mara warriors. This is round 1, where I'm facing Black Rain 78, who has an army of unique ranged squads with Incendiborgs, Krav, Nikitas, Mara warriors, and Eldgrim. This map is Chronicle, and the near glyph is Ingvild, and the far glyph is Dagmar. Unfortunately, I don't have all the dice rolling and order markers in frame for this one, so I'll do my best to narrate the action. This is a pretty good matchup for my Quahan build. Black Rain's army isn't exactly a top-tier cheese build. Generally, I'd recommend scaling back on the number of unique squads in a build like this in favor of Raylan and some kind of screen. In terms of sub-matchups in this one, Quahan is quite good into the Nikitas, but isn't as good into Krav. While spiders are the inverse, where they don't want to engage Nikitas, but are very good at catching Krav. Into Incendiborgs, I'd like to engage them with spiders if I can, to prevent them from shooting Quahan, but Quahan's Lightning Breath special attack is still my best offense at actually killing them. Also, since Black Rain's army has so much range in it, it's important that I place my Raylan somewhere where she will be reasonably protected, as I need her protecting Quahan for as long as possible, as a quick Quahan death is my easiest way to lose the game. This is also not a matchup where I want to open with Mara warriors, as they are quite poor into both Krav and Nikitas, and if I open Maros, I'm giving all those ranged squads the chance to get heighted shots into Quahan, so I'll be saving Mara warriors for the endgame this time. I win the opening initiative, and see 2 order markers on Nikitas, 1 on Incendiborgs, and 1 on Eldgrim. I move Raylan up behind the ruin. She'll still be able to see Quahan in a forward position from there, but she's also protected from early Krav and Incendiborg shots. The order marker 1 is on Eldgrim, who overextends to take Dagmar. My 2 is spiders, and Quahan advances and kills Eldgrim. His spirit goes on to the Borgs. 3 spiders then develop up in the same direction. I need to make sure that I have spiders ready to engage whichever unique squads end up moving up aggressively. The order marker 2 is on Nikitas, and 1 moves up on each side of the ruin, with the 3rd hiding behind it. 1 is in range and shoots Quahan, but blanks. My 3 is spiders. I don't have any Lightning Breath special attack chain targets off the near Nikita, as she's 4 spaces away from the start zone, which is how you want to play into Quahan, denying the chains as much as possible. I don't want to overextend Quahan going into a possible initiative switch. However, I also don't want to give up heighted shots into Quahan, which is a bit of a trade-off. I end up moving her to max height, where she still has Raylan protection, to ensure that any attacks she takes are 3v6s, and she does kill the near Nikita. I then send 1 developed spider to Dagmar, as I wanted to force Black Rain to waste an attack killing it instead of hitting Quahan, and then develops 2 new spiders up on that side of the map. The order marker 3 is on Incendiborgs, and 1 advances on the far side, towards Dagmar, and 2 move up on the near side. The far one kills the spider on Dagmar, but the near 2 both miss their 3v6s into Quahan. I lose the round 2 initiative, which I think is good, as it gives me the chance to come in with spiders aggressively for the potential round 2 to round 3 switch, with Dagmar available. And I see 2 order markers on Incendiborgs, 1 on Krav, and 1 on Mara warriors. The order marker 1 is on Incendiborgs, and they come in pretty aggressively. 2 of them have shots on Raylan, and each shot does 1 wound. But the 3v5 on Quahan then deals 2 wounds, unfortunately. Over to me, and I have to engage those Incendiborgs to stop them from shooting Raylan and Quahan. The Borgs have also spread out well to deny any good Lightning Breath special attack chains. I didn't love any of my options here with Quahan, but I ended up bringing her back and engaging the Borg near my start zone, and taking a normal attack 6v4, but I miss it. I brought her back because with only 1 more order marker on Borgs, she would only really be vulnerable to a single 4v5 here from them for the rest of the round, which felt worth the risk in-game to try and get through the Borgs this round, since that was Black Rain's best offensive piece. Forward spiders then engage the other 2 Borgs, and 1 comes out of the start zone to engage the forward Incendiborg. 2 of the 3 spider attacks managed to go through though, burning 2 markers off of the Borgs. The Order Marker 2 is on the Krav, and they advance up the middle and target spiders, killing 2 of the forward ones outside of Raylan's aura. Back to me, and I ended up leaving Quahan where she was and hitting that engaged Borg again, getting the last marker. But watching this back, I think there's a lot of merit to putting Quahan here, and sending a Lightning Breath special attack chain into this Borg, this Krav, and this Nikita. Spiders then re-engage the other 2 Borgs, and they do manage a kill, getting the far one near Dagmar. Both 2v5s on that guy ended up going through though. That was lucky. The Order Marker 3 is on the Borgs, who stay put and attack, but fail to wound anything this turn. Quahan now takes an LEA to go engage a Krav on max height. The LEA misses, and Quahan takes the special attack into all 3 Krav, but only rolls 1 out of 4. The engaged Krav survives, but one of the others whiffs. I advance 1 spider up each side and take 1 attack into a Borg. I focused on development here instead of maximizing attacks into the Borgs because I wanted to ensure I could tie up the last Krav on my Order Marker 1 if I got the Dagmar switch. And the spider attacks into the Borgs aren't that great anyways, and they were tied down already, and an Order Marker where 2 Borgs just attack 2 spiders really isn't that bad for me at this point in the game, as I prefer that to Quahan taking attacks from anything. I do win the round 3 initiative and get the switch, and see 1 Order Marker each on Borgs, Krav, Nikitas, and Mara Warriors. When I saw this Order Marker distribution, I decided I had 2 main goals for the round. One was to focus on killing 1 person from each squad to further limit their offense whenever they took their Order Marker, and the second was to use Quahan's special attack to try and clear out the Mara Warriors entirely, as my main loss condition here was the Mara Warriors spreading out and cloning, and they are currently grouped so conveniently for her special attack to hit them. I ended up leaving Quahan where she was and killing the engaged Krav, but I think I should have taken an LEA here and gone to hit those Mara Warriors with the special attack instead. A spider could have replaced Quahan's position to hit that Krav, so it would still have been tied up and might have died anyways. I then engaged the remaining Krav, developed another spider in that direction, and engaged the forward Incendiborg with a 3rd spider. I think I might have rolled for web on that Borg. If I did, it was a mistake, because you can only roll web for small and medium things. But none of the spider nibbles go through this turn. The Order Marker 1 is on the Incendiborgs, who stay put and get both spider kills. Now I send Quahan to start dealing with the Mara Warriors, but I'm only going to get 2 Lightning Breath special attacks off into them this round now instead of 3, like I should have. A poor roll only gets 1 of them, and unfortunately it's the middle one, so future chains will be harder to get. I think the Order Marker 2 is likely on Krav, with the 3 probably on Mara Warriors, so I engage the Krav with another spider, and then develop 1 more up the far side, and take the disengage glyph so that spiders will be able to tie down Mara Warriors on my Order Marker 3. The Krav blocks my single attack. The Order Marker 2 is indeed on Krav, and the last one kills a spider. For some reason, I end up sending Quahan into the middle of the map instead, and do the Lightning Breath special attack on an Incendiborg, the last Krav, and the last Nikita. I have no idea why I did this, and I think it's a pretty clear mistake. This should just have been on the Mara Warriors. If I kill them now, I just win the endgame with Mara Warriors versus the partial squads. I do get both the Krav and the Nikita, however. A spider then engages 2 Mara Warriors, another engages the free Incendiborg, and I get 3 attacks in, but all miss. The Order Marker 3 was on Nikitas, though, not the Mara Warriors, which makes my play look a little bit better, but had I not killed that one Nikita, this would be pretty awful, as Quahan would then be taking 2 heighted shots from those Nikitas outside of Raylan's aura, which is taking on a lot of unnecessary variance in a spot where I'm already ahead. The one Nikita does get height on Quahan, and puts 2 more wounds on her. This round, I passed on Lightning Breath special attacks into Sleeping Mara Warriors twice, which is just a pretty big mistake on my part. I lose the round 4 initiative, despite Dagmar, and see 2 Order Markers each on Incendiborgs and Mara Warriors, and the one is on the Borgs. They end up staying put and kill 1 spider across the 2 attacks. Now in-game me finally wisens up and takes the Lightning Breath special attack into Mara Warriors, and I get 2 of them. Spiders engage the 3 figures that still have Order Markers on them, but miss all 3 attacks. The Order Marker 2 is also on the Borgs, and they get 2 spider kills. Quaihan then pivots back to the center of the map, which I did to be able to retreat to my Raylan's Aura on Order Marker 3, or go engage the Morrow Warrior if needed, and I get an Incendiborg kill off the special attack. I brought the spiders off the glyphs, just to provide some flexibility on Order Marker 3, as I can always just retreat if I want them, and I missed the 1 attack on the Morrow Warrior. Order Marker 3 is on that Morrow, who stays put and attacks the spider, but I block it. Quaihan moves up to max height now to get back into Raylan's Aura, and hits the Nikita with the 7v3, killing her. I retake Dagmar with 1 spider, and engage the Incendiborg with a free spider. I miss the Incendiborg, but do get the Morrow Warrior, which was the more important attack by far. I lose the round 5 initiative, despite Dagmar, making that 2 in a row actually. Thankfully I did engage that Borg, and it does kill the spider. Quaihan now flies in to fight that last Incendiborg in melee combat, and gets the kill from the 6v4, ending the game. Good matchup for me, though I did make several key targeting mistakes in round 3 that absolutely could have cost me the game had a few other dice outcomes happened. Pretty lucky to avoid disaster after making those poor choices, but I do start this tourney off 1-0.